Good morning, students. Today's topic is rectification of errors. Now, what is the meaning of this word rectification of errors? First of all, let me tell you that whatever error is committed in accounts that cannot be erased or rubbed out, but for that we make some other adjustment entries, some other rectified entries rather, to control those errors, to overcome those errors, or to reverse those errors and make it correct. So let's see. This is the syllabus, and it means rectifying the errors in the books of accounts simply. Now let's see the exact meaning, definition of rectification of errors. Financial accounting deals with recording and maintaining every monetary transactions of an organization. However, sometimes a few entries might be either incorrect or used at the wrong place. In financial accounting, the process of correcting such mistakes is known as rectification of errors. So it is incorrect, something is missed out, wrong place it is written, whatever it is. So next entries are passed to rectify those errors. Errors can be found out in three different stages. First of all, it can be found out before the preparation of trial balance. Then it can be found out after the preparation of. So we can see that rectification of error is done. Rectification of error is done. Rectification of error is found out after the preparation of trial balance, and rectification errors after the preparation of final accounts. So these are the three stages in which we get to see the errors. When it is found out before the preparation of trial balance, generally we correct it without passing any entries as such. We just write that error. If omission is done, then we write it. And if something is wrong, we may even cancel it, because it is before the preparation of trial balance, before the preparation of any account as such. But when it is after the trial balance and after the final accounts, then we have no other option but to pass journal entries and rectify the ledger accounts. Let's see the different types of errors. Two most common types of errors which are usually occurred at the time of preparation of financial statements are discussed below. Financial statements means before the preparation of final accounts or at the time of preparation of trial balance. So two important types of errors which we get. First of all, error which affect two or more accounts, that is called double-sided error, and error which affect only one account, that is called single-sided error. Okay, double-sided error means what? First of all, a double-sided error is an error which cannot be traced through trial balance. This error compensates the mistake. That means, suppose if I'll give you an example, paid wages to Ram 2000. Instead of 2000, we have written 20,000 in the journal entry. That means wages debit 20,000 to Ram cash 20,000. Instead of 2000, in both debit and credit, we have made the same amount mistake. Then this error will be termed as double-sided error. It will not affect my trial balance, because trial balance records both debit and credit. Debit side total and credit side total will be same. If debit side total and credit side total is not same, then only we have error as per trial balance is concerned. And it will not be same only when there is single-sided error. That means either we have total debit wrong or total credit wrong, or we have passed same entries. For example, paid wages to Ram. In the wages account, I have written 2000, but to cash, I have written 20,000. So this is a single-sided error. So for this type of errors, we will see that our trial balance will not match. That means debit will not be equal to credit. Then such a error will be termed as single-sided error. Now these errors, double-sided and single-sided, can be further classified. Let's understand the double-sided errors different classifications. Number one, compensating errors. It is errors of posting in wrong account. Now compensating error, what is the meaning of this? Compensating means in one account I have written correct, in the other account, in the one account I have done wrong, in the other account similarly I have done again a mistake to rectify this. Means double-sided means both debit and credit will become equal. I'll give you an example of compensating errors. So these errors will neutralize its effect. That means what we say that debit will become equal to credit. As I was giving you the example, come to that. Suppose salary account by mistake we have debited by further 100. That means 2,100 we have written. In the salary account we have written to cash 2,100 in the debit side. Similarly, in the sales account, we have written by cash instead of 20,000, we have written 20,100, for example. So there is an error in the sales account. There is an error in the salary account also. But salary account is debited 100 rupees extra. Sales account is credited 100 rupees extra. So in that situation, my debit total will be equal to my credit total, and hence this is a double-sided error because it is not going to affect my trial balance. Just picturize the thing situation, students. You prepare a date, you prepare a this one. Let me show you with the white sheet. Let me show you one second. So as I was telling you, students, see in the salary account, this is suppose my salary account, and in the salary account, I have instead of 2,000, I have written 2,100 over here. That means debit, in the debit side only we will write 2,100 we have written, 2,100, 2,100 we have written. Okay. So in the debit side, we have written 2,100 instead of 2,000. That means 2 cash. We have paid the salary. So the debit side is more by 100. Similarly, when we are preparing sales account, in the sales account, now remember your left hand side is debit and right hand side is credit. This is debit side. This is the debit side of the T format account. And this side is the credit side. Now sales account, you have to write what? By what we write? By cash. By cash we write, instead of 20,000, I have written what? 20,100. 20,100. So 100 rupees extra in the credit, 100 rupees extra in the debit in the salary account. By cash over here also and by cash over there also. The 2 cash over here. So what we see is that this is the way we have shown a compensating error. One error is over here committed and by mistake sales, one more error is committed. So in that case, in that situation, what we see is that the error has been compensated. So that is the compensating error. Then come error of principle. Now error of principle means what? Error of principle means main error. That means what? That, first of all, let me give you an example. In error of principle, what happens? Suppose a revenue item we have treated as a capital item, or a capital expenditure we have treated it as a revenue expenditure. Now when I am saying capital expenditure, that means suppose purchase machinery. Now purchase machinery is a capital expenditure. Similarly, when purchase machinery we say, and we paid for repairing of or installing that machinery. Now installing that machinery is also capital expenditure. But by mistake, Installing of machinery, the accountant has written as a revenue expense. The installation charges to cash he has done instead of machinery to cash. So this is called error of principle. That means that expenditure which is, that means the error which is created because of the application of wrong principles of accounting. Incorrect application of the principles of accounting, this error is created. Like revenue we have treated as a capital expenditure. Capital expenditure we have treated as a revenue expenditure, like that. And now for this also, my debit and credit will not vary. And hence, because of the error of principle, my trial balance will not differentiate. And hence it will be termed as double-sided error, which cannot be traced through trial balance. Now comes error of omission. Now error of omission are of two types. One is error of partial omission and one is error of complete omission. Complete omission, one example I will give you. Omission means we have not recorded. We have not been, the transaction is there, but we have not recorded in the journal entry. In the ledger also we have not done then. Like suppose I have received cash from Hari. So my journal entry will be cash to Hari. That entire transaction only is not recorded in the books. So that is termed as error of complete omission. Here my debit, that is cash account, should be debited and Hari account should be credited, because cash account debit to Hari. In the debit also I have not recorded, in the credit also I have not recorded. That means what? The accountant has failed to record the debit and credit both the aspects. That means it's an error of complete omission. And this error is also not detected through trial balance. Now these are the different double-sided error. Come to the single-sided error, as we will start with omission only. In omission, we have done the journal entry, that is cash to Hari, correctly. But while posting in the cash account, I have not written to Hari. That means error of partial omission. The account part is not correctly recorded. In the ledger account, in the Hari account, I have recorded that by cash. Hari I have credited properly with the same amount, suppose 2000. By cash 2000 I have written. Hari account is credited correctly, but cash is not debited correctly. We have recorded in the cash account. We have failed to record to Hari in the cash account. Or suppose we give you one more example, because cash is mostly treated as a book of prime entry in journal only. Suppose my journal is any credit transaction, like purchased goods from Hari on credit. So my journal entry is purchase account debit to Hari. I have recorded in the journal correctly. That means double-sided error is not there. But in the account, my posting is not correctly done. There is error of posting or error of error of omission of posting, or it is also known as error of partial omission. That means what? In purchase account, I have recorded to Hari in the debit side. But in Hari account, we have not recorded by purchase. That means one aspect of the account is recorded, other aspect is not recorded. That means my debit will be showing more, my credit is not so much high. That means my trial balance will not match. And in that situation, it will be termed as single-sided error, because trial balance is not matching. We can easily trace this error while preparing the trial balance. See why we are not able to match our trial balance. Then comes error of carry forward of balance. While totaling the one page of the trial balance, or the error, or totaling different account like Hari account, cash account, purchase account, sales account. While totaling, we have made a mistake. The debit and credit total and then the balancing figure, as we do in the balances, ledger balances, we have not totaled properly. And then that wrong total only we are taking away. When we are carrying forward the wrong total, then obviously our trial balance will not match. And hence this will be termed as error of carried forward of balance. And where one balance is not matching with the other. That means debit, either we have made a mistake in the debit total or in the credit total, something like that. Then comes error of casting or posting. Now, error of casting means what? Error of casting indicates that means we have not totaled this one. We have not totaled it correctly. What we have not totaled correctly? We have not totaled the what we say is not total the trial balance correctly, or we have not totaled the different day books correctly, and we are taking it to the ledger account, or not total the ledgers correctly, and we are taking it. So it is known as more or less carry forward total or error of casting. Even error of posting is also same. It is already told over here in omission of posting. So these are the different types of error, students. So error of casting, error of posting, and error of, these all come under error of commission only, you can say, because when you are committing mistakes, commission means committing mistakes. It can be due to posting error, due to totaling error, due to carry forward error, or whatnot. Okay, thank you, students. Thank you. Hope you have understood the theory part. Next class also we will do a little bit more theory, and then we will start the sums in this chapter. Hope you all have understand. There is no homework today. Just go through this all. Thank you.